Hi, this is Michael Neese, CEO, Interview Master. Recently I published a video on how to interview top talent all on video. And a few people asked me some additional questions about things like how to take notes, how to stay legal, and how to judge people on their response time. So let's just take each one of them. Now, if you want to subscribe, go ahead and click the subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications. And if you like this video, hit like. It helps the YouTube algorithm. For first, let's talk about how do you take notes while you're trying to listen attentively to the answer that the candidate's giving you. So first about notes, note-taking. You don't want to write down everything that they said. So the first thing you do is you want to organize your notes by the question that you ask, or the skill, the focus area that you're focusing on your question. So what you do is just, what I would do is I would just write in the top of the notepad just one word that would help me remember what was it that I was asking about. Now, notes are there just to trigger your memory about what the candidate said in a particular skill area. So for example, if I asked, give me an example of your project management experience, I would just write project management at the top of this piece of paper that I'm writing on. And then as the candidate was responding and telling me a story about their experience, if I was capturing exactly what they said, just a phrase, I'd put it in quotes. If I wanted to paraphrase what they said, I'd put it in brackets. And if I just want to add just a general note about the things they were saying, I wouldn't do either. I wouldn't put a quote or a bracket, I would just put a general note. Now, as I continue to probe, I might get some additional notes that I want to take. Now, your notes are there just to help you remember. Now, when you go to your next question, your next focus area, you just start a new piece of paper, just write down a word that would help you remember what it was you were asking about. If it was a particular skill set, maybe software development or expertise in finance and accounting, you just write that right at the top of the notepad. And again, if you're quoting them, put it in quotes. If you're paraphrasing, put it in brackets. And if it's just a general note, just make a note. These are only to help you remember because you're doing a data collection event on which you're going to make your evaluation of the candidate after the meeting. All right, second topic, how the heck do you stay legal? Now, whenever I've given live seminars on how to interview exceptional people and do it quickly, everybody wants to argue about what the law is and what it isn't, and I usually give a short little quiz, and people really get energized about what is supposed to be legal and not. Now, here's a simple 3 rules that will help keep you out of trouble. Now, this is not legal advice, and if you really want to delve into this further, ask your human resources person to get into it for you. But here's 3 guidelines that will keep you out of trouble. So you ask yourself, before you ask a question, you say, is this question I'm about to ask, is it focused on a personal characteristic? Like what color somebody's skin is, what color their hair or their eyes, or whether they're some other personal characteristic like that. Second, are you asking about a personal situation, about like where do you live? Or do you plan on getting pregnant and having children? Or things like that. They can put you in trouble. Even if you're just trying to make small talk to make the candidate feel comfortable, that's the area the time when you're at the most risk. Third, is your question going to probe for a possible disability? For example, the person comes in a wheelchair. Don't ask them about it. If they come in and let's say they've had carpal tunnel surgery and both of their wrists are in braces, don't ask them about it. You're probing on a possible disability. And you might say, oh, well, Michael, I'm just trying to make the candidate feel comfortable. I'm just making small talk. No, this is not the time for small talk. All right, got it? If it probes for a possible disability, or asks about a personal characteristic or a personal situation, don't ask it. And if I had to give you just one word of advice that would sum it all up, is only ask questions that relate to you assessing their ability to do the job. Make sure they're competent to do the job. That's where your your questions focus. All right, last guideline. When you ask a question, you're really asking the candidate to think through and tell you a story that demonstrates this particular skill that you're asking about. So you're asking them to think about it. So do not measure the quality of the answer by the response time. Just because somebody can answer the question quickly has no bearing on their competence. In fact, if you ask a question and the candidate has to think about it, and they look up and they think about it, and like, well, that's a really good question. Now you know you've asked a thought-provoking question, and just be silent. Let them think about it. Don't interrupt their thought pattern. All right, so those are 3 additional distinctions about how to pick exceptional talent all on video and to keep yourself legal. And I'll catch you in the next video. So remember, if you like these videos, just hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you get notified. If you like this video, please hit the like button. And at the end of this video, I'll make some additional suggestions of videos that you might like. For example, the one on how to look fabulous in your next video interview or meeting. So I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.